Why are you closing my eyes while I'm awake?
You know, back here for him.
Back here for him.
Taking y'all to a spot that's very near and dear to me. This is a spot that my friend Nancy showed me a few years ago. If you guys remember, I did this Hawaii vlog trip when I first started vlogging. I actually quit vlogging after that because I thought it was fucking annoying. And if you guys remember, I fell on my fucking face at a very specific spot called Allen Davis. Now, when I came here back in the day, apparently it was like a local spot that not many people knew. So even if I said the name, you wouldn't be able to find it. But I guess like, you know how white people do. They like to blog and shit. I guess more the merrier. Most people go up that hill, which is a scenic route, but we're gonna show you a different way to get to Allen Davis. Sexy blogger tip number one: if you see a path with dead grass, make sure that you stroke your fingers through it because you're trying to look sexy as fuck. Oh my god. But this is what it looks like behind the scenes, motherfucker. We just arrived at Allen Davis. I'm sitting here in the shade because the wind is going a little bit crazy right now, so I'm trying to get decent audio so I can speak to y'all. But check it out. Over there, right over yonder, is the jump off spot. Now the sad thing about this is that I haven't been here in about 3 years, but the platform that I jumped off and I did a belly flop and smashed my face into the water is actually gone. So we're actually gonna just do a small little jump right off the rocks. But just as a heads up, if you're not a dope swimmer, even around the 1st of October or the first week of October, the waves are a little bit bigger. So I do not suggest that you do this if you're not confident in your swimming. It's gonna be a dope spot. The water is relatively clear, and if you do have snorkel gear, I suggest you bring it here because there are fishes in the water. When y'all try and come and get down here, be careful. There are a few little rocks, but a lot of these rocks are sturdy, so you don't got to worry too much about it. But when I came here about 3 years ago, literally there was a platform for us to jump off of, and I fucking smashed my face right there. You guys remember that. But be a little bit careful. I do suggest when you come down, you do wear flip-flops or some types of water shoes, because when you come back up and your feet aren't really like calloused, you are gonna have to step on these lava rocks to get back up there. And it hurts if you're a little pussy-ass bitch like me.
So excited.
Now this is the part of Allen Davis that everybody likes to chill out. It's very calm. As you can see, I came dressed for Halloween as a reflector. But if you guys are scared to do the cliff drive, fucking bitch. If you guys are scared to do the cliff dive, you can always come out here, lay out on the beach, and you can wade in these little soft little bitch pools, which I personally like. And then if you get a little bit more bold and the water's high enough, you can move past some of these rocks and some of the coral and then go right into where that beautiful water is. But be careful, because you might get fucked up like me. When I jumped off, it was a little bit shallow. I didn't jump far enough because I didn't want to embarrass some of the locals, because I didn't want to show them my skills too much, because you know how people get. I actually cut my fucking foot, so it's bleeding a little bit right off to the side. But just as a heads up, when you guys go into that water straight up, you are gonna have to come back out the same way, and you might cut your feet like I did. But casualty of war, and I gotta say, Rome wasn't built in one day, and neither was his motherfucking body. Get the pose. Did you guys know that I want to be an Instagram hoe from now on? But the problem with being an Instagram hoe is that it looks a lot easier than it actually is. You gotta wait for a wave to come like this and then roll gracefully. Come on, wave, come and hit me right in the butt. Oh, there it is. Slim tea, fit tea. Hashtag I woke up like this. A few of my favorite pastimes, and if you guys have been watching these videos, damn this wind. Swimming and eating. That's what it's all about. We are here at Waikiki, which is a place that I don't normally frequent. However, I heard in Waikiki, a lot of the food here is coming up. There's a lot of local chefs that are showing their talent in the kitchen. So I'm over here at Fire Grill. We're gonna talk to the executive chef. He's gonna have us sample some of his dishes, and he's gonna show us what he's doing over here that other chefs aren't doing out here on the island. So here we have the chef of this fine establishment. Now, one of the things I like to do before I eat the food is actually get to know what goes behind making this dish. I know a lot of people, I know like Yelp culture is huge, and a lot of people like to place their opinions on food before they even get to talk to the chef or know what it's about, which to me is probably one of the most annoying things on earth. You know, so if you are gonna talk about food, you should at least know what goes behind it. So, chef, please introduce yourself to everybody out there.
Hi, Richard Miller, chef, executive chef, Fire Grill. One of our signature dishes is the salmon and zoodles, which we have here. Preparation on this is not as extensive as a lot of people think. What we do is we take a standard zucchini and we shred it to create noodles like you would in a regular pasta dish or spaghetti noodles. We add a pistachio cheese mix. We add Granny Smith's apples and Sweetie Drop peppers to the final product. From there we take our salmon. Now granted, you can use any type of salmon you want. We also, now on the top, we have a romesco sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and bite into this.
By all means.
Get a little bit of that salmon, and this is zucchini, you said?
Yes.
That's amazing. It's a flavor bomb. It's exactly what it is. It feels like you're eating a guilty dish, but it's not.
No, it's not at all.
I'm gonna take this charred lemon too, by the way, and maybe like squeeze it on top. A little acidity to it wouldn't be bad. And the salmon is cooked perfectly, by the way, too. And I absolutely hate it when I go to a restaurant and they nuke salmon or they nuke fish dishes.
Overcooked salmon will actually ruin the flavor profile of this
100%.
dish. I'll tell you straight up. Making sure you're ready for this.
I'm ready for this. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. Holy hell. Wow. It's like a campfire. It's a campfire flavor. That presentation, it's all about that. It's all about that right there.
I mean, we did ours a little differently due to the constraints of our kitchen. I don't have a hot box or a heat lamp to store a prime rib underneath and slice to order. So I had to think outside the box. But what we did is we grilled it so that, you know, guests can still have the prime rib. You know, if they want it rare, I can give it to you rare. They want it medium rare, and you know, so on to well done. We can do that. Now we got grill marks on it.
Great. Well,
But please,
I'm gonna have to get into this real quick. I'm gonna get to the asparagus in a little bit because the piece of meat is waiting for me. Do I even need this knife? That thing just like cut right through. Holy hell. You know what it is? With charred grill marks too, it's that Maillard reaction, you know? Yeah. It's so good. You know how most people on food shows, they don't eat the food? It's not me. The jus. So good. Chef, thank you very much for this amazing meal.
Thank you.
Why don't you let the people know where the restaurant's at, your hours, and how they can get in on your dishes?
That's easy. Okay, we're located in the heart of Waikiki, 2330 Kokio Avenue.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Chef.
Thank you.
Great. When you're walking, it's fucking windy as shit. The sand's blasting my whole body. So, I just drape myself like a Persian rug. I look like motherfucking Moses and shit. I've